just a few short months ago that I met with this group as they began to sketch out their ideas for the senior project expedition. From there, we went on to research the content of their work, looking both or through various disciplines and finding kindred spirits in the art world. They worked hard in their studios, refining and polishing the work that they created. The work they've done represents an awareness of self and the world around them. They've pushed themselves, they've worked hard, and they've polished this work in presentation that you see here tonight. It's my honor and my privilege to introduce this group of outstanding artists to all of you this evening. Thank you for your support and thank you for being here this evening.
My name is Jessica Tian, and the body of work that I'm exhibiting tonight is titled Contemplation. Anyone that knows me or that's familiar with my artwork knows that this is very different from anything that I've ever done before. My whole life I've been creating drawings of things as they exist in the physical world and trying to replicate them. This is a session with photorealism, and I've always felt very constrained by my work. So this was an opportunity for me to explore something that's personal to me. When I was reflecting on my work, one common denominator that I saw in all of my artwork is this fascination with color. So I really wanted to explore what color means to me on a more spiritual level, and hopefully encourage the viewer to figure out what color means to them as well. And one thing that I personally discovered with making this artwork is that art doesn't have to be just of something or about something. It can be something itself. Someone can have a relationship with that artwork with an abandonment of representational images. And with that said, I'd like to thank two people just briefly. I want to thank a few faculty members that really helped me out. Jackie Salmon, Jake Hand, and Andy Morris with technical aspects of my work. I'd like to thank all four of my parents and my sister Allie and all of my closest friends and who they are. They've always been extremely encouraging of me and my artwork and my dreams of being an artist. And I'd also like to thank Annika and John. This wouldn't have happened without them. And then someone that's very near and dear to me, he was my first professor at this university and my last one. He was a great resource and a mentor, and I can now proudly say he's a friend of mine, Andy Owen. So thank you.
The whole project is a celebration of the role that bicycling has in my life. I've been riding since I was a little girl, and when I went to college, I started making it more of like my own thing and started taking it kind of seriously. And in some instances, I was even known as the girl with the bike or the skater bike or whatever. And so, yeah, the whole thing, I guess I'm attributing bicycling as a contributor to my personality and to my happiness now, and that's what the project is about. It's about the pursuit of happiness, and it's about getting on your bike and escaping the pressures of the world that the world sometimes gives us, and just finding something that we love to do, something that makes us happy, and going after that, even if it's not the norm. And so, yeah, so my work is very bright and colorful. It might even be like childish. That's all intentional because just like a child saying, like, I want to do what I want to do. I'm saying I want to do what makes me happy. I want to ride my bicycle, and I want to ride it where I like. So there's a lot of personal symbolism in my work and references, and if you're interested, I can talk to you about it. It'll be fun. Yeah, so I would really like to thank John and Annika, their gallery masters, and everyone who helped with that. I'd like to thank Andy Owen and Mike Salmon for their guidance. And Morris, he gave me the bike chains. I want to thank my Jamis Allegro, she's my baby. For driving cautiously, share the road.
Marketing. what I decided to do was put myself in a real-life situation in which I would pretend to work for a company and completely redesign the logo, the slogan, and create 3 separate magazine layouts that they could potentially use to put in 3 separate magazines in Southwest Florida. I also created a website. The company is called Investor Security Trust Company. I'm actually intern for them right now. And in order to make it as real as possible, I actually have one of my mentors at the company pretend to be the client and consistently guide me throughout the process. I felt it was the best way to put myself into the designer's position. And normally I am the dark arts, but I wanted to try something new, and it's definitely a great experience for me. And I want to thank everybody who helped me, and thank you.
My senior project is about the interconnection between the environment and its subjects. I produced a series of 6 drawings featuring multiple marine animals as a part of the environment and the environment as a part of them. Through the transparency of the drawing and the dependency of the animals on the environment then becomes the part of the subject. Therefore, however, the impact of the environment will also affect the subjects. I would like to give a big thanks to all my family and friends and my boyfriend for all of their support. I would also like to thank the Art Gallery of FGCU for all of their help and for making this possible. And I would also like to thank the owner for making this possible.
My name is Jessica. So tonight is Spirals Inspired. I was first inspired by the early composition art as my family dates back to the early design of house. It consists of knotwork and spiral designs. So I started to draw the spirals and use the compass, and just kind of took me into this time warp of creating all of these images inspired by different things. Upon doing the work itself, I researched that the spirals actually represent the soul's evolution and personal transformation in our life. And that has been my experience here at FGCU. So I hope you can enjoy them. I had so much fun doing them, and I thank everyone who helped me get to this point. You know who you are.
You're welcome.
This senior project gives me the opportunity to redefine who I am as an artist. The ideas embodied within my work are surrounded by psychological and philosophical concepts that I've been studying through the course of this semester. I found a connection between Buddhism philosophies and theories of the human psyche by psychologist Carl Jung. Buddhism philosophies explain a path of enlightenment in which describes different ways of getting to that path. Within the chaos in my life, I found it difficult to practice meditation and other things like that. As I explored different methods, I suddenly realized how I was painting and what I was painting became my own form of meditation. I began painting under unconscious thought, aiming to reach what is known as the collective unconscious. I allowed myself to be vulnerable and receptive to the marks I was making and my actions. Each surface and layer became instinctive and spontaneous. The ring on the surface illustrates a unifying element with the layers of my soul. The result of my piece is not only a portrait of self, but has become a self-discovery. Thank you to my family, friends, mentors, and peers who have supported me and inspired me through this journey.
My name is Robert Malone. My series is Simple Nature. Basically, I'll take the idea of choice and sin and try to combine them using representational art. Obviously, paper is one of my favorite things to do. I really hope you enjoy what I did. It's a very, very hard art. I want to thank my wife for the opportunity that I need, the time that I need to do it. I especially want to thank my little daughter, but my eldest daughter, Kusha, I love you, because colorblind, so she would have to choose the correct colors and set up my topic for me every single time I need it. So thank you for that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this evening? Alrighty then. My name is Jack Pavlis, and the title of my work is called Wary Caretaker. As everybody has guessed, that it's very Halloween-based. Reason being is because as a kid growing up, I've always loved the holiday of Halloween. You know, it's very festive and very freaky and creepy and spooky and whatnot. But as time went on, I kind of noticed over the years that Halloween has become a little bit commercial. Silly inflatables and a lot of gore and a lot of blood, and it was just taken away from the entire spirit of a holiday and what it represented. So I wanted to go, and this senior project gave me that opportunity to explore that concept and be able to share with the rest of you the true spirit of the holiday and what it represents through both traditionalism, some symbolism, and of course the surreal. It was a very liberating experience and a very educational experience for me, because there were a lot of concepts about the holiday that even I wasn't aware of. You know, the origins of the jack-o'-lantern, where it came from, the ideas behind Celtic cross, Irish traditions, the fact that it was a Celtic holiday from the 8th century, and how, as it came over to America, you know, obviously it became very commercial and Americanized, and it just transferred into something that's a little bit more like a party as so much a tradition. So, in knowledge of that, I wanted to try and reintroduce the original design to what it is. And I really hope I did a good job with it tonight. It was really fun and very beneficial experience for me to be able to share that with you and my ideas. And I want to be able to look forward to doing those, sharing those ideas through my work with all of you and many others for many years to come. So on behalf of that, I would say thank you. And I would like to say thank you to my family, who have supported me in my artwork over the past 20 years plus for everything I have done. I'd like to thank the support of all the professors I've had here at the university. Andy, Ms. Wojtek, thank you, because you inspired me through your classes with sculpture. And to everybody else who has worked with me in my classes and other works in the studio over the years, I just want to say thank you very much and have a good day.
My name is Marissa Trevor, and I apologize, this is a really emotional project for me, so sorry for the mess. My project is called Instincts of Abandonment, and it's about abandonment issues that people go through and our instinctive responses to them. So basically, abandonment can be anything from loss of a parent, a parental divorce. It could be neglect, or just an emotionally scarring situation where you felt alone. Basically, there are psychological and physiological reactions to them. One of them that, if you know me, you'll say, oh, that makes sense. One of them happens to be overachieving. You go through this series of not really feeling like you're doing enough. Most of my friends and family can tell you that I exhibit that. Basically, I use my colors to try to display the emotions that I went through while painting each and every one of my pieces. Red is obviously anger, rage, and resentment, and it's exactly as it says. Basically for that, I also have a matching print that is a tiger silhouette, and it is supposed to coincide with the painting and show an outline of the body language of the tiger for how you're feeling. So the red one is lashing out, and it's a tiger trying to jump out of the piece. So it's just a lot of different things that I found were issues, and now they're worked through. Basically, everything that I researched is in this piece, and I just want my family to know that I'm not angry, but these things that have gone on in my life have made me who I am today. I want to give a really big thanks to, first off, my fiance. I want to thank my family, our families, my fiance's and mine, my friends, and my Sorellas customers, the senior project staff, including Annika, John, and Andy, and my classmates, because without all of you, this would not have been possible. Thank you.
Okay, I don't have much more to say, but I do think we should congratulate the two much more on their great presentation. Thank you again, all of you.